forecast.
Welcome back. Well, another beautiful one today. We have two more on the docket before the week is done, and then get out the winter gear. Much cooler as we head into the weekend, and it looks like most of next week as well. And we have some rain chances sprinkled in, pun intended, as well. Let's get to the big screen here and show you what's going on as we watch a tropical system to the southeast. We're also watching a winter storm in the western states, and that's the one that's going to be impacting us. You can see the snow flying across portions of the Rockies through Montana, and look at all the winter weather watches and warnings ongoing across portions of the Rockies. Frost advisories for where a lot of our fruits and vegetables come from, so keep that in mind for prices down the road. And then as you get up into the Dakotas, this orange here, these are blizzard warnings. Expect 10 to 16 inches of snow, 40, 50, 60 mile per hour winds, so you're going to have drifts in the 3 to 4 foot range. So winter taking hold here, and guess what? Some of our air is going to be coming from this area as we head into the weekend. So we're going to see a cool down. We're not going to see freezing temperatures, but it's certainly going to be chilly. Generally fair skies across the region today. Expect more of the same tomorrow. Maybe a few more clouds coming in. You can see some of the outer high level outflow clouds from what was Tropical Storm Nicole, now recently upgraded to Hurricane Nicole, are producing in the western Gulf of Mexico. Now, not particularly organized, but the hurricane hunters found enough wind with this system to justify this becoming a Category 1 hurricane that's going to be making landfall later on this evening. But you can see shower activity already impacting as far south as, say, Key Biscayne, and then all the way up through the Space Coast as well. The heavy rains on the way. And by the way, that Artemis rocket, well, NASA has decided to leave it out and let it weather the storm, because every time they have to move that rocket back into the building, it rattles the whole rocket, and you can't do it that many times, and it's already gone in and out of the building 3 times. So it's going to stay and ride out the storm. So this is what Florida is looking at. State of emergency here with tropical storm warnings for much of the state, all the way up through the Panhandle, and then obviously hurricane warnings near and north of where this system is going to be making landfall. 75 mile per hour winds, moves inland overnight tonight, impacts much of the Florida Peninsula through tomorrow morning, and then even portions of the Panhandle, mainly east of Apalachicola. No impacts over toward Louisiana. Might see some swells rippling out from this in a day or two, but the bottom line, it's going to be rough weather for the southeast U.S. over the next couple of days. And look at this. I was watching this earlier. Storm surge. Well, yeah, you're going to have storm surge along and north where that storm makes landfall in the 3, 4, 5 foot range. But notice the storm surge in the Gulf of Mexico across the Big Bend of Florida. You're talking 3 to 6. So there's going to be more of a surge event probably in the west coast of Florida than the east coast of Florida. But can't underestimate there's going to be significant high water for several days all the way up through South Carolina, even portions of North Carolina. So that's going to be a big problem, as well as will be the winds. Hurricane winds near the coast, tropical storm winds overnight tonight, showing some storm enhancement right over by Orlando. So it's going to be another rough night for Orlando, then on up through west of Gainesville, through Perry, and then eventually this system works its way all the way up through the northeast, bringing a fair bit of rain. Meanwhile, here's our frontal boundary pushing on through as we head into Friday night, Saturday morning. So locally, this is what the weather looks like. Cool tonight, temperatures in the mid-50s. Tomorrow we'll get into the upper 70s to lower 80s. We'll call that mild, but a few degrees above normal. Still cool again tomorrow night. And as we head into Friday, mild early, but then turning cooler with that front pushing on through. Periods of rain Friday night, ending early Saturday morning. We should see the sun return maybe late Saturday afternoon, certainly for Sunday, but it's going to be a chilly sun. Lower 50s northern parishes of Acadiana tonight, low to mid 50s I-10 corridor, much the same down along the coast. And then for tomorrow, temperatures warming up nicely, getting back into the upper 70s. So overnight tonight, we'll say about 53, the low in Lafayette, so that's cooler than last night. And look for the moon. It comes up later tonight, but the moon and Mars should be pretty close together, so look for that bright star that has a red tinge to it, and that's right by the moon overnight tonight. Jupiter way out ahead. That's the brightest star or planet in the sky during the course of the evening hours. 79 the high tomorrow. Another beautiful day with mostly sunny skies, comfortable temperatures and humidity, and And by the way, tomorrow evening, last big Ragin' Cajun game at Cajun Field against Georgia Southern at 6:30. Temperatures right around the upper 60s and then cooling off down into the lower 60s. So bring jackets and sweaters, but some perfect football weather for the Ragin' Cajuns. We need a big win for tomorrow night, so get out there, pack the field. As we move down the road, 60% chance of rain Friday night or ending early Saturday. Sunday looking okay. Could see a soaking rain come Monday night, but look at those temperatures. Lower 60s to upper 50s for highs, and overnight lows as low as 39 degrees come Sunday morning, and we might see a few more